So with your shoulder pain, you're going to find that people tell you a lot of things that simply aren't true about how to get past your shoulder pain. One of the biggest things is that you should rest and protect it. Now, either put it in a sling or just stop moving, stop using it altogether and let it heal. Well, unfortunately, it doesn't heal that way anyway. The more we rest it, the weaker it gets and the less it gets the cue to heal in a way that's strong and mobile. And so we actually want to move and move in the right ways. So often, even well-meaning health professionals will tell us bad advice, like that you'll need surgery. So they take a look at your imaging, and they'll see things like rotator cuff tear, labral tears, capsular tears, arthritis and bursitis, and the joint space in between your bone right here. So this shelf on top of your bone and the ball and socket joint is too narrow, and so we got to go shave that off. Unfortunately, those things are still pervasive in the healthcare system, and we're the only country that still does that. It doesn't need to happen. We don't need surgery to fix it. We just need to strengthen the right things. When you compare most of the surgeries, in fact, all of the arthroscopic joint surgeries in the shoulder to a sham surgery, so whether that's a rotator cuff repair, a labral tear, all of those things, when you compare that to a surgery that's a sham where they just cut somebody open, sew them back shut, and then send them to rehab, and compare that to the actual surgery, guess what? The outcomes are the same. In fact, the long-term outcome for the person that had the sham surgery is actually better because they don't wind up needing a total shoulder or a revision to their bicep tendon repair or other things like that later. So they only need one fake surgery, and they don't have to have 2 or 3 or 4 real surgeries. And so you don't need surgery. You can rehab this in ways that give you back that function, that mobility, and that strength, and keep you healthy and moving forever. So it's also not a bony problem. Like I mentioned, that bony space is too small and things like that. It's not a bone problem. It's often not even an arthritis problem. It's a functional problem. It's not having the strength and the mobility that you need, and that's a muscle issue. And so by strengthening the muscles, restoring normal mobility, we can get back the function of the shoulder. And so one of the things that limits that mobility in the shoulder the very most is our posture. And so oftentimes people just think that they're a victim to their posture and, I just have bad posture and there's nothing they can do about it. That's not true. There's a difference between fixed and flexible posture. If your posture is still flexible and we can help it get more flexible, then we can move in a way that allows you to open up that chest and shoulder area and be able to move in healthy, normal ways and have all that range of motion you need in your shoulder. And so fixing the posture doesn't mean that you're always going to stand like a soldier all the time. It means that we improve the strength and the ability to move in the healthy ways that keeps your shoulder moving and keeps it from getting injured and having these problems. So a lot of these myths tell you that you're broken and tell you to just rest and not keep moving. And really what we need to do is just find the right ways to strengthen for where you're at, build upon that, and get you moving again without shoulder pain.